Hello, my name is Matthew Elvers, and in this video we will be going over assignment 5. So what is our objective? Our objective is we are the lead software engineer for a newly deployed orbital space station. Our task is to build the interactive commanding operating system that manages the station's crew and critical infrastructure. We must use inheritance, abstract classes, interfaces, and polymorphism to meet the strict functional requirements below. All right, so let's dive into the code. So the first class acts as the interface, and an interface is basically just like a strict contract. It doesn't tell us how a diagnostic is run. It just guarantees that any class signing this contract will have a run diagnostics method. This establishes our can-do relationship, meaning a robot can do a diagnostic scan. And then in our next class, this is just basically the blueprint for our crew. It establishes our is a relationship that both astronauts and drones are a type of workforce. It's an abstract class because they aren't a generic worker. They're a specific worker with a name and such. So this forces all of the subclasses to implement their own versions of performed shift methods down here. And then the next two classes we have are astronaut and are for astronauts and drones. So they both get a name variable, as you see right here and right here and right here and right here. But they also override the perform shift method to do their specific jobs, which is a botany research for astronauts and a cargo organization for the drone. The astronaut has the execute spacewalk, which is unique only to humans. And then our next class shows the power of the interface, which is not related to astronauts or drones. It kind of is, the it has the diagnosable, so that means that, it can be scanned by the system essentially. And then our next one. It uses the scan method, which doesn't ask for a drone or a life support system specifically, but it accepts any object as long as that object implements the diagnosable interface. This keeps our code highly flexible, essentially. All right, and then for this one, I'm going to run the code and kind of describe it as we go on. So this line of code here is generated from this piece right here. So obviously available commands, add, hire a new crew member, shift, starts a station shift, spacewalk, send a human on a spacewalk, scan, run system diagnostics, done, power down the OS. So I'm going to start off by going with spacewalk so I can show you what happens if we don't add a person to it. So I'm just going to type my name and since I haven't added myself, it's going to pop up crew member Matthew not found on the roster. So now I'm actually going to add myself to the roster. I'm going to type human because I am a human, and then my name. And then now astronaut Matthew added to roster. And then I'm also quickly going to add a robot. I'm going to call this robot Bob. Bob the robot has been added to our roster. So now I'm going to start with shift and then as you can see, Matthew conducting zero gravity botany research, and then Bob performing automated cargo bay organization, which are the two specific ones to an astronaut and the drone. All right, and then let's do spacewalk. And since this is specifically for a human, I'm going to type my name. And then now the difference is it's going to say Matthew is donning the EVA system suit and exiting the airlock. So now let's do scan, and then let's enter. Oh, sorry, scroll up. All right. So as you can see, Bob diagnostic battery 100%, servos are normal. And life support system diagnostic oxygen generation is at 99%, filters clean. And then let's type in done to exit the code. And now it says powering down station OS goodbye. So let's finish going through this. Let me find the one that's yeah, so this one says air crew member not found on the roster. That was the first one that was, since I didn't enter in anything on the roster, that's what it's going to type out for that one. And then This code is for the human, astronaut, added to the roster, robot, drone, added to the roster, error, unknown type, returning to main menu. That's just to, make sure we don't make any errors. And then shift, station is empty. That just means if I didn't add someone there, then it would put this down here. Station is empty. Please add crew members first. And then enter name for the spacewalk of the crew member for the spacewalk. There we go. So that's what that is right there. So that's we have to enter in our name for it to be able to, run that. And then here's the error down here. And then error robots cannot spacewalk. So if I were to enter in Bob, then, it would say error robots cannot spacewalk. And then that's essentially all, that's it for the code. So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to the video, and I'll see you in the next assignment. Take care.